Now, if you want to add some larger petals on the outside of your rose, all you're going to do for that is to take your chunk of clay, and again, you're going to roll out a coil. This time I'm going to leave it a little bit on the thick side. I'm going to hold her steady and I'm going to pinch. This time I want to, because I left my coil a little on the thick side, I'm going to have some taller petals. And I pinched a little too much there. It's got a little crack. So we're pinching there. So you'll see it's much taller, still have that beautiful foot. And now we can just add this to the outside. And again, we're gonna smooth the end of the clay to that flower. And on this side, we're also gonna just smooth and blend this petal in. There, so I've got a nice big old beautiful petal. And if you start to see some of your petals getting close, just take your finger and you can kind of wiggle it. Don't play with them too much because they are thin and they will break off. So please don't play with your skinny little petals too much. I'm going to add maybe just one more large, maybe two, maybe like a small one here and another, not a small one, but a short, thicker log here, and then another short, thicker log here. And then I think my rose will be done. And then we can talk about doing things like adding some leaves to our final clay flower. So again, a little bit thicker. Pinching a nice big petal this time. There we go. Adding it to our flower, blending the end in, and blending it in on this side too, just to really make sure we have a good connection. Okay, and then, yep, I think just one more. Again, I want you to make sure you're practicing rolling your coils using the heel of your hand. If your hands are little, use your two hands put together. But I, of course, have large adult hands. And here, I'm just going to pinch that last large, slightly thicker coil for the larger outside petals, still leaving a foot on the bottom. And then I'm just going to place it right there. And again, smoothing the edge or the end of that last coil, and smoothing on this side as well. You notice I'm kind of holding my flower flat and steady on my canvas so that it doesn't go anywhere. And I don't want to squish it around too much. The clay is fairly soft, so you're going to want to be mindful of that. Don't squish too hard. All right, so I'm going to carefully put my hand around it, and I'm just going to use my thumb and smush together, smooth those last few coils together, make my spiral lines disappear, being careful not to crush my flower petals that I've already made. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just want to make sure that nothing cracks or comes undone there. So you see I kind of smushed my petals over there, so I can just open it up very carefully. And look at that. Lovely, lovely flower. Oh, she's quite lovely. All right.